Jessica is one of the coaches inside of our Insider Secrets Club. She's actually
Yep.
she works on helping people with coming up with a video strategy for their content so they can get found online. And before she even came into that position, she joined our Jumpstart program. We also have Jessica Pizzold here. Woo woo! Hello, Jessica.
Hey, Joanne.
I'm so glad to have you here. Jessica is one of the coaches inside of our Insider Secrets Club. She's actually
Yep.
she works on helping people with coming up with a video strategy for their content so they can get found online. And before she even came into that position, she joined our Jumpstart program. So take us back to where you were at in your business when you joined Jumpstart.
So I think it was, when did I do this? So like 2018, I decided, I've been threatening to quit teaching in the traditional classroom altogether. I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but I have the skills to do it. So what could I possibly do that still uses these types of skills with teaching, English, but not having to go and serve a boss every day. So I found out about tutoring. You always kind of knew it existed, but in the classroom, teachers just tutor after school for free. That's just part of it. So I thought, how could I possibly charge people? That seems a little scary.
Yeah.
So I did find a family. It was a homeschool family, and I just worked with them and maybe a couple of other students for a little while. So it was really part-time for like a year while my husband was working. And then I thought, I think I can do better because I was still driving. I was going to the person's house. Sometimes it was really inefficient because I had a different student in another location. So I started finding your videos on YouTube, and I'm like, who is this lady? And then I listened to what you were saying, just topic after topic. It was online tutoring business, how to start your online tutoring business, all these words that apply to what I was doing and or wanted to do. I thought, okay, let me just listen in. And you would interview people. And it helped that it was like this, where it wasn't just you just talking at the camera, where it was other people were involved. And I thought, okay, I think I'm going to do this. So and then by then it was 2020. So just like Clara, I'm like, there is this possible opportunity to transition into being online. And I used to think online learning was like sketchy or it was too far-fetched. People wouldn't want to do that. Maybe I wasn't sure how to do that. I'd even done some VIP kid teaching and I thought, well, this is okay, but that's kids learning like language practice. How could I possibly help them with writing papers or helping them with grammar? So once I enrolled in the program, I realized, just like Claire said, there are other people that have the same goals as you. They're going to end up like they're starting from different places. Some people weren't teachers at all. They were just like people who wanted to start teaching without the classroom
Oh,
aspect of it.
yeah.
So
Man, Joe, sometimes I wish I had that opportunity. I know that that wasn't meant to be my path, but sometimes I wish I had that opportunity because of the nightmarish experience that I had inside of the classroom. And I know you kind of had an uncomfortable situation inside of the classroom as well, where it was not fun. That is for sure. If you still are in college, you guys, and you're looking at this and you get into the classroom and you're like, I do not like this, it doesn't mean that you're not meant to be a teacher. Come check out the tutoring world. It's pretty awesome.
yeah.
We absolutely love it here. I feel like I fell in love with teaching again. How about you guys? Like when you started tutoring? Yeah. Yeah. It was like a whole new world. And so when you joined the Jumpstart class, what were your goals at that time? Like what did you see as possible for yourself?
I'd really been getting into entrepreneurship and learning more about like that mindset. I'm like, okay, I'm not just going to do this on the side and earn like, I mean, I was hitting, sometimes it was over $1,000 a month, like, but I was kind of like, this is not replacing my teaching salary. And honestly, just the lifestyle I want to live, that was okay because my husband worked too. But I thought, I think I can do better. So with Jumpstart, I think some of the harder lessons to learn was here, you need to learn how to like decide what your worth is, course, how can you measure that? But you choose a way to, like, how am I going to raise my salary? Or you work backward. Like if you want to make 100K a year, or even, 50K, you have to figure out how much do you need to make per month. Figure out the business side. Who do you really want to market to? Don't try to just teach everybody. Like all these rules that at first you're just like, oh, I want to help anyone who comes along, or I want to get hung up on the website or how my logo looks, which I did have a logo, but that's like the fun stuff. The Jumpstart taught me the difficult. Sometimes I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to send. I don't want everyone. I don't want to set up boundaries, because then I have to enforce those boundaries, and that's a little. That means I'm having to think in a business-minded way. So it's like everything I do now is basically what I've learned the past 4 years. Like I'm not the same person as I was. Like beforehand, I was just like, I can only teach. No one else has introduced anything else to me. And I saw someone in Ultimate Support yesterday said they'd had a hard time with teaching in the classroom, and they, kind of treated badly by other teachers, or just, it's not that every moment in the classroom is terrible. It's just that if you find that your past job is not something you want to do forever, you take those experiences and you use that to help like plant the next idea. You don't just run away crying, but you're kind of like, okay, I liked these aspects of it, but like whatever you don't like. I didn't like being treated the way we were treated, like now I can make my own hours and all that. So
Yeah, I know. It being able to escape that, to be able to have our own dream job where we do kind of put in all of those different pieces is so, so incredible. And then let's see, after you joined Jumpstart, I think right after that, you ended up coming to our event. Like I actually held an in-person event, you guys. It was during COVID. Yes, I know, in Florida. And, we had all, we tried to be, cautious as we did that. And you ended up coming and joining us. And what was that experience like?
it was just, I knew that I needed to go. I thought, okay, I trust them enough to show up. Really, everyone was still a stranger. We just met and talked online, but I just thought, I think this is how we need to grow. So at that point, we were focusing on content creation, and I have a YouTube channel for the tutoring business. So I thought, okay, well, let me just, it's a business expense. I'll go down there and we'll get together and touch base. And I just thought there's no way that the business won't improve without it. Like it's only going to be beneficial if we go, and it might be kind of fun. So when we all got to show up and you were teaching, like we had these sessions where we talked about the benefit of content creation, and you talked about some things that not everyone was ready to do at the time, like plan out your content for the next few weeks or few months. And some people are like, okay, but what we learned there, a lot of us began implementing, if not right then over time. So the thing is, what you're telling us is true. Like there are other resources out there saying some of the same things that you are, but you're doing this from the tutoring business aspect, which for this niche is what we all need. Yeah. So that was just a great way to connect with people on a little bit deeper level than just meeting online. I'm happy we get to meet online from people from all over the States and in other countries, but the trip was great. So I'm like, one day we need to do that again. We can all make videos together and just sort of brainstorm, and a bit more of like intimate, I hate that word, but like just all get together and powwow instead of like go out to eat together and talk, instead of just have a Zoom session and then go on about our day.
Right. Yeah. I like that too. I do like the socializing aspect of doing live events, and we'll get back to doing some live events as soon as the world can get back to a little bit more of a normal, like, all of a sudden like COVID cases are like up again. Prices for gas have gone up to like astronomical prices, which then affects, airlines. And it's like, okay, for now, we're going to do online and that's going to be okay. But as soon as we can really get together and do that again, I do think the relationships build deeper. Right. And I know that Nancy also came and joined us for that event as well. And we got to meet each other, and oh my gosh, so much fun.